We've been in the hemp industry for 3 years now, so we wanted to share our top 10 tips for succeeding in the industry. You can see more detailed articles and other videos on most of these topics in the description below. Number 1. Find reliable vendors. Perhaps one of the biggest ways to succeed in the hemp industry, or any industry for that matter, is to work with reliable vendors. You want to make sure you really know the company you're working with, their process, and if they will deliver on their promises. Vet all of your vendors, from your clone supplier, to the processor you're going to use, to the buyer you have lined up. Number 2. Test your soil. Testing your soil will give you detailed insight into your fields prior to planting. Without testing, you'll be proceeding blindly and may end up with low-quality plants, low CBD content, or contaminated crops. All these problems can be addressed before planting by simply testing and preparing the soil. Number 3. Have a buyer lined up. There are a few reasons why having a plan for this step is important. First, you grow crops to make money. Second, having a buyer is an essential part of any business plan. And third, if you don't have a buyer, you can't succeed at growing hemp no matter how good your crops turn out. Number 4. Plant at the right time. We recommend planting your field when the sunlight during the day reaches 14 hours of length. Planting then gives your crop plenty of time to grow tall and wide enough to support the flowers it'll produce. If you plant late, your plants could break or produce less flower. Number 5. Strategically plant your field. Along with planting your crop at the right time, strategically planting your field can make you more efficient throughout the season. Plant your genetics with the longest field time in the middle of the field, and your genetics with the shortest field time on the outside of the field. Number 6. IPM. The best way to guard against pests is to have an integrated pest management system in place before you begin your crops. If you begin releasing beneficial bugs at the beginning of your grow, your chances of seeing pest damage is reduced. But once pest problems begin, they are difficult to get rid of. Number 7. Test crop weekly. Testing your crop weekly is the only guaranteed way to know when your hemp is ready to harvest. It's worth the money you'll spend in testing to make sure you really know how much THC your hemp is producing. Number 8. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. When the industry hit its peak, we saw many growers clear out their greenhouses and fields to fill them with hemp. As the demand in the industry has decreased, businesses that went all in like this are hurting. If you have a business model that works, stick with it. Add hemp as an addition to your product line. That way, you can still expect a stable paycheck. Number 9. Follow the laws. Hemp is so highly restricted. You'll experience that as you apply for your license. With all of the red tape, make sure you are following the laws. You want to be sure you are ordering the genetics that work well in your area and test to ensure your crops are not going hot. Number 10. Do your research. Look into your vendors, dive deep into information on your genetics you're choosing, and make sure you really know what you're getting into before you make a large investment into hemp.